Bharat Ratna Professor CNR Rao. The government has decided to confer the country's highest civilian honor to the Indian chemist CNR Rao along with cricketer Sachin Tendulkar. While there is hardly anything to tell more on who Tendulkar is, here is all you need to know about Rao, who is an eminent scientist. Rao's colleagues regard him as India's Mr. or Dr. Science, who has won all possible international awards in his field other than the Nobel Prize. Chintamani Nagesha Ramachandra Rao, FRS, also known as CNR Rao, was born in June 1934 and is an Indian chemist who has worked mainly in solid state and structural chemistry. He currently serves as the head of the Scientific Advisory Council to the Prime Minister of India. Rao has honorary doctorates from 60 universities from around the world. He has authored around 1,500 research papers and 45 scientific books. He is the recipient of most of the major scientific awards and is a member of all major scientific organizations. In November 2013, the Government of India conferred him with the Bharat Ratna, which is the highest civilian award in India, making him the third scientist after C.V. Raman and APJ Abdul Kalam to get the award. CNR Rao was born in Bangalore in a Kannada family to Hanumanta Nagesh Rao and Nagama Nagesh Rao. He was an only child and his learned parents made an academic environment. He was well versed in Hindu literature from his mother and in English from his father at an early age. He did not attend elementary school but was home tutored by his mother, who was particularly skilled in arithmetic and Hindu literature. He attended the Acharya Pathashala High School in Basavanagudi, which made a lasting influence on his interest in chemistry. He obtained his bachelor's degree from the Mysore University in 1951 in first class and only at the age of 17. He obtained a master's in chemistry from the Banaras Hindu University 2 years later. In 1953, 4 foreign universities, that is MIT, Penn State, Columbia, and Purdue, also offered him financial support. He chose Purdue. He completed his PhD in 1958 only after 2 years and 9 months at the age of 24. Rao returned to Bangalore in 1951 to join the Indian Institute of Science as a lecturer. He started his own research with 6 PhD students. After 3 years, he got a permanent appointment in the Department of Chemistry at the Indian Institute of Technology in Kanpur. He worked there from 1963 to 1976. In 1964, C.V. Raman informed him that he was elected as a Fellow of the Indian Academy of Sciences. In 1976, he returned to the Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore to set up a solid state and structural chemistry unit. He became the director of the Indian Institute of Science from 1984 to 1994. He has also been a visiting professor at the Purdue University, the University of Oxford, the University of Cambridge, and the University of California in Santa Barbara. Rao is currently the National Research Professor, Linus Pauling Research Professor, and Honorary President of the Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research in Bangalore, which he founded in 1989. He was appointed the chair of the Scientific Advisory Council to the Indian Prime Minister in January 2005, a position which he had occupied earlier during 1985 to 1989. He is also the director of the International Center for Material Sciences, that is ICMS. Rao is one of the world's foremost solid-state and material chemists. He has contributed to the development of the field over 5 decades. His work on transition metal oxides has led to the basic understanding of novel phenomena and the relationship between material properties and the structural chemistry of these materials. In a nutshell, his achievements include: Rao is an eminent scientist and a well-recognized international authority on solid-state and materials chemistry. He is currently the head of the Scientific Advisory Council to the Prime Minister of India. He has published over 1,400 research papers and 45 books. Rao's contribution to solid state and materials chemistry have been recognized by most major scientific academies around the world through conferment of memberships and fellowships. He has been honored with several national and international awards. Rao was also awarded the Hughes Medal by the Royal Society in 2000, and he was the first recipient of the India Science Award in 2004. Some of the major areas of his research are transition metal oxide systems, new synthesis and novel structures, metal insulated transitions, CMR materials, superconductivity, multiferroics, etc., hybrid materials, nanomaterials, including nanotubes, and graphene. Rao's current passion is graphene, the new wonder material, and artificial photosynthesis. He has nurtured over 100 students and inspired several thousands more. He has founded, built, and taken several scientific institutions to new heights. He has been a guiding hand in many national policies on science. Addressing a press conference a day after the award was announced, Rao stressed the need for providing more resources for research and said, "Why the hell have these idiot politicians given so little to us despite what we have done? For the money that the government has given us, we have done much more." As a young man, he was able to synthesize two-dimensional oxides with very little equipment, a piece of work that brought him to the notice of the international community of chemists. He later went on to become one of the world's best-known experts on transition metal oxides.